Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Please ignore the pimple patch that's on my lip right now. I promise I don't want it there either. It's getting on my nerves actually. Today, we are going to be reading The Global Phenomenon, the book I never heard anybody hate on, the book that has so many movies, and even had Olivia Rodrigo perform a song. I've never watched the movies, never read the books, I just saw Olivia Rodrigo perform the song live. Okay, I feel like that gives away a whole bunch, but before I reveal the book, even though you guys probably already saw it because you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. Before we do that, make sure you guys check out my Instagram because I am also an author. And before you guys question the white border, because I know it might look a little questionable, it's purposeful, I promise, it's purposeful. So you guys can go ahead and pre-order using the Etsy link in my description because the Etsy link actually allows you to get a signed personalized copy. And once the book releases on July 31st, it's going to be really hard to get your hands on a signed personalized copy because it's going to be limited quantity. So I would recommend getting yours now while it's guaranteed. Also follow me on Instagram so you guys can keep up with what I'm doing. I'm trying to post every day for the month of July because my book comes out this month, so I want to feed y'all and everything like that. But this is a clean YA fantasy novel. I worked 3 years and a half on this book, and I just really hope that you guys enjoy it. It is emotional, it's fun, it's fantasy, it's, it's a little silly, a little goofy. I liked it. Well, obviously I'm gonna like it, I'm the author, but I enjoyed writing it so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. And I've just started seeing feedback coming in from the ARC reviewers, and y'all are making my day whenever I see those. I'm just like, oh my goodness, wow, like y'all really do like it. Oh my days. But yeah, today, moving on, we're going to be reading the first book in this series. Well, trilogy, but there's two other books, so I don't know if it's still a trilogy, but we're going to be reading the first book in a series, a very popular series, and I really hope that I like it because, yeah. So a little backstory before I reveal it. My favorite book ever is Powerless. I've done so many videos on Powerless, and everybody was like, well, Powerless was a mix of three books: Shatter Me, Red Queen, and Hunger Games, right? Red Queen, I saw three similarities max, and I also didn't enjoy Red Queen. You guys can actually go watch me read it. I bought the entire box set, so obviously I'm going to be finishing the series. If I don't like the third book, then I'm probably just going to sell the entire series on my Depop, which I have a lot of stuff on my Depop. I have a lot of my special editions on my Depop, so if you guys want some signed special editions of random books, it's on my Depop. I'm selling a lot, like Our Infinite Fates. I have the signed special edition of that. It's on my Depop, so you guys can go buy it if you want. But Red Queen, I just didn't like it. I didn't see the hype around it. And I also was like, Powerless and Red Queen are like two different plots with like three similarities. And I know y'all might be like, oh, she's biased, she's biased. Because, Powerless is my favorite book. So I asked my friend who hates Powerless, who read Red Queen, and she even was like, I saw like two similarities. They're two completely different books. They're two completely different books. But there was one book that she said was really similar to Powerless because it came out. What year did this come out? I think like 2014. This came out 2008. Okay, 2008. She was like, this is like the OG. And I was like, I could see it. Like, not even reading it, I could see it. And I think it's because I think there's trials in here. So, yeah. Today we're going to be reading The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. And honestly, I'm scared because I don't know if it's like romance plot like that. I don't know anything like that because I'm heavy romance reader. And honestly, like, I know y'all might be like, that's why you probably didn't like Red Queen. I went into Red Queen, like, also The Cruel Prince, it had very little to no romance, and I loved it. And then Red Queen it actually had a romance. It just wasn't that heavy on it. And I was like, even the romance I was not feeling. So I was like, okay. But apparently there is romance from like what I've seen people say about it. There's like romance between people. I don't know. I don't know anything about this except for I volunteer as tribute. That's the only thing I know about this story is that I volunteer as tribute. I'm excited though. I'm excited because I'm scared though Because I've seen people crying over these books. Listen, I cried enough over If You Had Been With Me, Powerless, Eleanor and Park. What else did I cry over? It doesn't matter. I've had enough crying, period. Okay, I've had enough crying over books, period. So this is another tear-stained book. Child. Also, I just finished a book that I didn't really like, so I'm gonna hope that it didn't put me in a reading slump, because if it does, like, hopefully this can get me out. If I am in a reading slump, I don't know. I haven't read, because I finished that book 2 days ago. I haven't read anything since then, so I actually don't know if I'm in a reading slump or not. Not that I didn't want to, it's just I've been working a lot, so yeah, that's literally why I made my goal for this year 50 books instead of 100 like I did last year. Because last year I surpassed 100 because I wasn't working that much, but this year I knew I was gonna be working a lot, so my goal for this year was 50 books, and yeah. Yeah, and then I asked everybody, like, what should my side book be? Because whenever I'm reading a book for a reading vlog, I always have a book on the side because sometimes I just don't want to read the reading vlogs book, you know? So I always have a book on the side. So I asked everybody, I don't even remember what my options were. I think it was a book that I didn't want to read, which was The Hawthorne Legacy, and then it was something else. I think it was like The Wicked King was like the other one. So I guess we're gonna see, but as of right now, we're going to go ahead and jump into The Hunger Games. This might be my side book because Tiffany Legan, so listen, the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore might be my side book because Tiffany Legan is currently reading the Christmas one, the Christmas Tree Farm, right? I read the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I loved it. She's currently loving the Christmas Tree Farm. So that kind of gives me the excuse to read the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore as my side book. And then I think the Christmas Tree Farm is like the next book in the series, because there's so many books in the series. There's the Strawberry Patch Pancake House. There's so many. There's so many. So why not catch up? But I'm on page 5. No, page 6. I'm sorry. The way that the numbers are like formatted, it's kind of throwing me off. And already there's some crazy stuff. Like page 5 low-key had me shocked, because out of nowhere there was just, my father knew and he taught me. So can I read, please? My father knew and he taught me some before he was blown to bits in a mine explosion. Where did that come from? Like, oh my days, like that low-key had me like, wait, rewind it back. You know, rewind it back. So why am I seeing a theme in fantasy books? Like, the child takes care of the family. Like, what was it? ACOTAR, we saw that. I'm only on chapter 7 and I'm literally loving this. Like, I'm loving it. So today is Saturday and I leave for a week tomorrow. So the goal is to finish this book by tonight. I'm listening to it on Audible while I work, and I'm also reading it at the same time. chilling, and it says I have 2 hours and some change left. It is currently 6 p.m. I think I can do it. I might up the speed because I do feel like it's going a little too slow for me. I have it on 3x. I might pump it up to 3.5 because it's going a little too slow for me. I want it to be a little faster. Not like the pacing of the book. It's just like when I listen to audiobooks, I like them to be really fast, because if it's anything under 2x speed, like 2.5 speed, it's very slow to me. So I try to have it at like 3.5, you know, because yeah, whether it's audiobooks or podcasts. But just thought I would give you guys a little update. I told you guys I volunteers tribute. I knew that one part, like, oh my goodness. I volunteers tribute. That's what I know. I volunteers tribute. I'm gonna start saying that. I volunteers tribute. Honestly, I'm loving it. And I'm loving PETA. And I definitely like, you know, like the part where Gale was trying to tell Katniss something, and it was like, and remember, I think he's gonna say like, I love you, like, remember I love you, something like that. Because like, remember there was like that conversation in the woods where he was talking about kids, and she was like, I don't want kids, and he was like, no, he was getting upset. I feel like he loves her. But I also see a romance blossoming between PETA and Katniss. Like the little hand-holding thing, like, bro, please don't let go. Like, if you let go, I'm gonna fall off this thing. Like, that definitely gave off romance-y vibes. And I'm scared. Because I don't remember, because I know everybody's talking about oh yeah, this person was the best for Katniss. I just don't remember. There was so many names being passed around, so yeah. But I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying the vlog so far. I'm trying to do my best to do as many check-ins as possible, but I'm working. I'm a little tired as well, and I'm gonna have to like leave around 1 o'clock tomorrow p.m. So I'm not gonna have a lot of time in the morning unless I get up really early, which I'm trying to do all my editing and everything like that before I leave, because it's like I'm gonna be working enough when I'm there, and I want to get these videos out for y'all, so that way you guys get some content while I'm gone, so I can still have my consistent uploads. And I'm also trying to do a few that are come out after I get back, so I have some time to like relax, get some sleep, and then I can come back to the content like regularly. That's probably why you guys have seen me like in this shirt for like 7 videos straight, because I've been mass filming all week. Like, you guys have seen me when like in 3 videos with the same shirt on, because I've been mass filming for the past few weeks, and for some reason all my mass filmings turns out not to be to cover as much as I thought. Like, I literally filmed like 5 videos. I filmed like 2 or 3 videos, right? Filmed 2 podcast episodes and did a compilation video, book talk compilation video. I did the Christian girl book talk, like the Christian girl compilation as well, but that only covered a few days of next week, and I still have to get out at least 2 or 3 more, so that way, you know, I don't fall off my consistency. Because I told you guys in July I really want to be consistent, and the only reason I fell off my consistency on the first week of the month was literally because my CapCut was not working. So I literally could not edit anything, and I tried it with some other apps and I couldn't do it. So I had to wait for my CapCut to keep working again. So yeah, but I'm really enjoying the Hunger Games. I just like info dumped all over y'all. I'm really enjoying the Hunger Games. And I think like maybe if I'm enjoying it that much, like I might read Catching Fire this month as well. Like, it's not on my TBR, but I might read it as well, because I'm really enjoying the Hunger Games right now. And I can see where the hype is from, because, you know, with Red Queen, there was so much hype surrounding it because of Powerless, and they were like, well, this is the original. And then I read it, and I didn't see the similarities besides like 2 scenes max. And with the Hunger Games, and also, not to mention, I also just did not enjoy Red Queen. With the Hunger Games, I'm seeing like a few similarities, but once again, I'm only in chapter 7, so obviously I'm not going to see a lot of similarities. I haven't seen that many. I think the most important one that I've seen is like the forbidden romance trope kind, because Peeta and Katniss are like not even supposed to get along at all. They're supposed to be up against each other or something, and they're getting along really well. So that's that. And then yeah, also if I'm like shaking, I have you guys in the tripod, and this tripod is heavy, so I apologize. But the Hunger Games, I will check back in with you guys. I'm gonna continue reading. I might lay down and like listen to the audiobook while I lay down or something, because like I said, I am very tired. I have things to do, but I've been working all day. I was able to write, I think, about 3 or 4 chapters for this project that I'm not allowed to speak on because my manager said so. Today, I'm just not allowed to speak on it. I just mean I cannot tell you guys what it is I'm working on, but I can tell you guys the progress that I'm making. I wrote 4 chapters of that. So I'm tired. I did a lot of editing for this channel and my gaming channel, but you guys probably didn't even know I had a gaming channel, did you? Shame on you. Shame on you. But I did a lot of editing, pretty tired, so I think I'm just gonna listen to audio. Hold on. I think I'm just gonna listen to the audiobook for like the rest of the day, and hopefully I can finish it using the audiobook. I am obviously going to like keep updating you guys, but I don't know if I need another update, because I feel like with me yapping as long as I am for like the very few updates that I'm doing, I'm already giving you guys a 15-minute video. Now imagine if I was updating you guys every single chapter, like as often as I want to. This video, it would have no end. It'd be like 20 hours, because you guys know I can yap. So I don't want to keep you guys for that long. I really don't want to waste all that time of yours, so I'm trying to keep it short, sweet, and simple. But yeah, I'm really excited about what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm starting to see the hype surrounding these books, you know, just like, and it makes sense, because I've never heard a bad thing about any of these books besides Sunrise on the Reaping, because everybody was like, Sunrise on the Reaping felt like it was written to be a movie, and it should have been a movie plot instead of a book plot, because the movie apparently already has like a deal or something like immediately, which like I feel like when it comes to a popular series like that, then yeah, I feel like it would get a deal immediately, but it was like the day publishing or something, it was like deal. So because it had such a movie flexible way of being read, I guess. So I am pretty scared of going to Sunrise on the Reaping, but I have 3 other books before that. I have Catching Fire, I have Mockingjay, and then I obviously have The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which, for anyone wondering, yes, I did buy the box set of the books because the box set was on sale. And yeah, yeah. And I'm really sad because all of these are in paperback, right? And when I finally do get around to reading Sunrise on the Reaping, that's in hardcover. So unless the paperback of Sunrise on the Reaping is coming anytime soon, I'm gonna just have this big, like, oh my goodness, that's what made me so mad with like the Lightlark series though, because it was like I had Lightlark and Nightbane and Badat like in paperback, and then boom, we just have this big tail hardcover for Sky Shade, and I'm just like, okay, wow, really? Like, you know, I feel like it's the same thing with Watch Me. Like, I'm only on Ignite Me, but I feel like when I finally do get around to it, if there's no paperback for it, I'm gonna be so mad, because it's just like this big thing just sitting there. And same thing with Holly Jackson's book, The Reprints of Rachel Grace. I have all her books in paperback besides the special editions, and then we just have this big hardcover. I'm just like, it throws me off, you know. So I really wish that publishing companies would just publish the paperback and the hardcover at the same time. I actually made a podcast episode on this, about like, why are we not being more flexible? Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not a hardcover person. Like, I literally read The Reprints of Rachel Price on audiobook, so I didn't have to hold the hardcover, because one, those things are like really fragile. I'm not really sensitive about my spines, my book spines breaking. I don't really care about that, but it's like the second I open them up, it's like, pop, the spine is gone. We're actually getting so off topic, but yeah, I'm really enjoying the Hunger Games. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving Katniss. I'm loving everything that this book has offered me so far. It's so so interesting. It's so good. Oh, girl. It's so good. It's so good. I hope you guys are reading along with me. Also, I feel like Haymitch is going to be an icon. But I also feel like he's going to mess them up in the end. So, I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm kind of rooting for... Oh, dang. Am I rooting for Peter or am I rooting for Gale? Because I feel like Gale, if he actually does love her, he's been loving her for a long time. Like, you have to think about that. Like, even, like, if he has been loving her, he must have been loving her for a very long time. And, like, imagine losing that very long-term love to a guy she literally saw once, and now she's paired up with this dude. But if it's Peeta that I'm rooting for, no, if it's Gale that I'm rooting for, then I also feel bad for Peeta, because Peeta seems like a really nice guy. Like, he seems like a really nice guy. And I don't want anything to happen to him. He's my new Shayla. Oh my days, oh my days. But yes, we have some more reading to do. So I will catch you guys when... I'm going to try and catch you guys when I get halfway through the book. I'm not that far halfway. When I get about halfway through the book, I will check in with you guys. I don't know if there's some sort of an alliance between Katniss and Rue now. I paused in the middle of chapter 14, but whatever that was, I loved it so much because Rue was like, that wasn'tness is above your head, so please be careful. And she was like, you know what? Come on, girl. And she was like that was Loki. I was Loki eating that up. And then, like, Loki, I keep saying Loki, but I was not expecting for Peeta to be all up with District 2. Like, okay, wait. We were all rooting for you. Oh my days. Like, oh my days. And I'm really scared because I've seen people crying over these books. So I'm scared because, like, what if I'm over these books? Like, I feel like I'm getting a little too attached to these characters. Like, I'm having a little bit too much fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a bit too much fun and I'm scared because, you know, when it comes to books like these, you never know what's gonna happen. My storage literally hates me, but like I was saying, this story, it's crazy and I'm definitely loving it right now. Like, who knows? I might have to start catching fire right after I finish the Hunger Games. And, like, even though I won't be able to read it next week because I leave tomorrow, I will be able to finish it this month. Or, you know, I'll be able to start filming it because I want to know what happens in Catching Fire. Like, already, I'm not even finished with I'm halfway through the Hunger Games, right? 50% mark. I'm exactly 50% through the book, and I already want to know what happens in the next book. Oh my days, I'm telling you. Oh my days. And it's like, you know, like, since it's the main character, you know, if there's 4 other books in this series, you already know that the main character is going to make it out alive. Like, we would not have all these books in the series if the main character was not going to make it out alive. So we know the main character is going to make it out alive. But the way that Suzanne Collins has it, like, has been describing the story and what Katniss is going through, it's like, you know, she's gonna survive it, but you're still worried because the way that she's describing it is like, is she going to make it out alive or is she going to end up dead? That I just want to check in with you guys because I said I would check in with you guys at the 50% mark. I have taken a shower. I have done some editing. I've got some videos. This is going to come out. I am a few videos after the reading your unpopular opinion video, which I literally edited. I made the thumbnail tonight and it's scheduled, so it's up by the time that this video comes out. I have a lot of work that I need to get done, but I was just like, let me go ahead and check in with you guys because I said I promised once I hit the 50% mark, I would check in with y'all because the story is absolutely positively crazy and I get the hype that surrounds this book because I'm just like, I'm definitely enthralled. Like, I've been reading this all day and while the chapters are pretty long, it's like sometimes I don't even realize it because I'm enjoying it so much and I'm just like, oh wait, we're already on another chapter. Girl, that was 40 pages worth of chapter. What do you mean we're already on another chapter? Like, the storyline is so good and I cannot wait to watch the movie right after this. After I finish Hunger Games, I'm gonna watch Hunger Games, and I'm gonna read Catching Fire. Then I'm gonna watch Catching Fire, and then I'm gonna read Mockingjay, and then watch Mockingjay. And I'm gonna read the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I'm gonna watch the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and then I can read Sunrise on the Reaping. My planner for the rest of the year, guys, we have to read the rest in the Hunger Games series. We have Fearful coming out. We have Grimm and Orio's book coming out. We have Crown Tide. What else that we have reading vlogs around that comes out this year? We have a lot of books that come out this year that we have reading vlogs surrounding. So I'm definitely excited to see like how is Suzanne going to play this out, because girl, my calendar, I thought my calendar was filled when Alex Astor announced we were getting 2 books this year. Three, yeah, well, 3 books, but 2 books that I'm going to be doing for reading vlog. Then Lauren Roberts was like, let me just go ahead and throw in Fearful. That I think that comes out this year, right? Fearful, after dropping Fearless and breaking all of our hearts all over again. And then what else? Oh my days. Oh my days. Well, Onyx Storm was released this year, but I already made the reading vlog for that. And yeah. And now I gotta do books 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 books. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 books. I knew my math was off. That's 7 books. And I'm pretty sure I have some more books that I plan to do reading vlogs on, like the rest of this series, the Red Queen series. So don't give me my calendar for the rest of the year for reading vlogs is full. Okay? Not to mention I have people like there's also some books that I really want to do reading vlogs on, like Silver Elite and some other very popular books that people are talking about, because I really want to read those, and I'm like, let me read those with y'all. So my calendar is full, and Suzanne Collins made me want to push everything back. You know what? Lucky for her though, I'm gonna have more time for these, because technically we're waiting for all these other books to be released, and I'm not that interested in the Red Queen series. Like Victoria Aveyard, I didn't really like Red Queen, but I'm still gonna do it because I bought the box set and I'm not big on wasting my money. So if I don't like the second or the third book, it's gonna be sold on my Depop. Yeah, but the Hunger Games, I'm excited. You should be excited. We're all excited. I'm loving this so far. Honestly, like I see the hype surrounding these books, and I see why it's so popular. And once again, the reason why I picked up the Hunger Games was because people were like, "This is the OG of Powerless," and I kind of see it, but I also don't. Like, I see it where it's like the main character and everybody's hunting down the main character because like she's seen like as this great thing because she did something heroic, which in Powerless it's where she saves the prince, and then here she sticks up for her little sister. And then I see like the trials. I don't even know if you consider this trials, because this is called the games and there it's called trials, and the trials take place day by day. This takes place over the course of days, which you don't get a break, you don't get feasts, you don't get all the other stuff, but it's like all that, you can't let people see your true colors. So I definitely do see it, but I feel like saying that, once again, I have not finished on the Iron Games, but I feel like saying that Powerless is a copy of these 2 books is stretching it a bit. And y'all may say I'm biased, but as an author myself, I would not want anybody to call me by books. I would want people to know if a book had copied my book. So I would obviously, like, that's why I'm not afraid of saying, like, oh yeah, I see the similarities. Like, I see where y'all getting this idea from. But I don't see how people are saying, like, these 2 books were like that book. Because Red Queen is, well, I don't know if I should. My storage doesn't like me. And this is a Hunger Games video, but whatever. Red Queen is about a girl who's not supposed to have power. She's supposed to have a certain type of blood, but she ends up having powers. Anyways, Powerless is about a girl who doesn't have powers, and she saves the prince. Now, both of these, they get entered into a castle, but this has nothing to do with trials, nothing like that. This just has a girl trying to overthrow. I don't Oh, I said overthrow. Girl, this just has a girl that's working in like some secret society type thing. And then this is about a girl who is trying to provide for her family, which also thinking about it, providing for Adina and Peyton. I get that part. Providing for her family, she's hunting, she's doing this. She's being rebellious, then she comes to the reaping and she sticks up for her sister. She's like, I'm not gonna let you do this, so I volunteer in her favor. I volunteer in her place, and now she's stuck in these trials. So I feel like between these two, this one has a much more similar plot to Powerless than Red Queen ever will. Like, I'm sorry. This has a much more similar plot to Powerless than Red Queen ever will. And I definitely do see why people were like, oh, well, Powerless is a copy of the Hunger Games. Like, I can see where y'all are coming from. But I also feel like both of these stories are extremely unique in their own way. And I had something in mind. Both of these stories are extremely unique in their own way, and they definitely do have their opposite ways of going, and they are two different stories. I'm sorry, my words are not with me right now. I'm just trying to wrap this up so I can go back because I'm on chapter 15 now. Things are very. Wasn't that just the middle of chapter? Oh right. While I was clearing out my storage, I was listening to the book. I'm on chapter 15 now. I want to continue because we just ran into Peter again, and Peter was like, "Run, girl, run, run them little legs." So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm ready. No mic because my phone is charging. But chapter 17. What was that ending of? I'm not having fun anymore. You know how I was just saying oh, I'm having so much fun. This book is so enjoyable. No, scratch all of that crap I just said. I'm not having fun anymore. What? Y'all killed Ro? Y'all killed my Shayla. Oh my days. Y'all killed Rue. What? Suzanne Collins, what the freak is wrong with you? Why would you kill Rue? Oh my days. Oh, I'm not having fun anymore. Get this book out of my sight. I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to see any. The spirit enters her body. What? I don't want to see this book anymore. No, bro. No, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not on the verge of tears. I'm just upset. Y'all gonna kill Rue? I was literally for y'all. It was about 10 minutes ago. About 10 minutes ago, I was just saying, oh, I love this little alliance between Rue and between Katniss. Rue's dead now, so. Oh my days. I was hoping you'd at least make it to the final 3, the final 5 mark. No, they just killed Homegirl out the blue. Oh my days. Let's see what Susan has to say about this. Mr. One dies before he blasts here. My arrow drives deeply into the center of his neck. He falls to his knees and has the brief remainder of his life by yanking at the arrow and drowning in his own blood. I'm reloaded, shifting my aim from side to side while I shout at Rue. Are there more? Are there more? She has to say no several times before I hear it. Rue has rolled to her side, her body curved in and around the spear. I shoved away with her. Okay, so she's not dead. Okay. I was scared for a second. I was scared that she was dead. So we haven't killed Rue yet. Why did I say yet? We have not killed Rue, and let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way, please. I don't want her dead. I really don't. Not until the final 3 at least. Because we already know Katniss is gonna win because it's the main character. We already know. I at least want to see her make it to the final 3, the final 5, everything like that. Or does everybody have to die in order for somebody to win? I don't know. I don't know. I think everybody has to die though in order for one person to win. But if that's the case, then we also will not see Peeta, and we just witness Peeta risking his life, his dignity, his alliance for her, telling her to run the low legs. I'm scared because Peeta, Katniss, and Rue are the 3 people I want to make it out alive. And let's be really honest, Prim would not have survived Hunger Games, just based off of the way she acts, the way she was shocked and everything like that when she got selected. I know when you get entered in something like this, you're gonna be shocked, right? But just the way she was acting, she wasn't trying to mask it, none of that. She's very fragile. She had nightmares at the beginning of the book. She had to go sleep with her mother. She would not have survived these games. So I'm really glad that Katniss was like, I want to tribute, because if we were following Katniss, maybe one of the future books will follow Katniss, but if we were following Katniss, then we most definitely would have followed nothing. She would have been dead the second the game started, mainly because I feel like it's, first of all, her age, but you could be like, but it's Rue too. That's because Rue grew up in the way where she had to actually survive, and the way that Prim is growing up, she's surviving, but her sister is like catering for her, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like Rue has nobody to cater for her, so she's catering for herself, she's surviving on her own, so she's learned these tricks. And I feel like Prim has not learned anything. Nobody was expecting her to get selected in the first place, because they only entered her name in once. I thought she wasn't going to get picked, and then she got picked, so Katniss was like, I volunteer for tribute, all the other stuff. So yeah, I just want to give you guys a little update, because I was just shocked when I saw, when I read, and then the beard, what? And the spear pierced through her. I was like, Rue, no, not my girl, Rue. But yeah, I'm gonna check in with y'all in a second. So she might be dying. After all, I'm laughing because they have this poor woman singing on this audiobook. Oh, guys. She was like, promise you, like, you have to win. You'll get, oh my days. Oh, no, not my Sheila. I actually thought she was gonna survive the hit. Okay, I'm gonna check back with you guys. I can't do this, bro. I can't. It is currently 1:07 a.m. and we're still up and we're still reading. Bro, listen, I promised my brother we would watch this movie, so we did. So I put it on pause. I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna finish it tonight. I have 35 minutes left, so I'm just gonna finish it in the morning. But I'm still awake, so let's see how much we can get through. Okay, good night. Everybody out my face, okay? Because what was that ending? One more time for the cameras. Go read this book.